Welcome to the fourth module of Site Flipping for Riches. In this module, you will learn how to add massive value to your virtual real estate for more profits. This section is all about how you carry out the renovation portion of the process of flipping websites. Like a home in the real world, websites are no different, and the way you do this is crucial to being able to flip it for more money. Optimization. Optimizing sites is a big industry these days, as landing on the first page of search engine results page is a surefire way to get noticed and also to drive high volumes of traffic to a site. A lot of people who own sites don't really understand how a site can be monetized successfully. Maybe they are dealing with crushing bandwidth costs, and it's just a hobby. A community they love perhaps with hundreds or thousands of users. What does the website owner do? This is where you come in. These sites can be purchased for a song, usually because the owner is inexperienced with how to run it correctly. Sure, they had a good idea and were able to create a great community base, but now they don't know what to do. By swooping in and helping the owners of websites like this, you can stand to profit by adding value in the form of your optimization, which is really just monetization of a site. What are the best ways to do this? What are successful strategies? Read on to find out. So maybe you ran a few affiliate campaigns. Maybe you have identified a niche that you like or know quite a bit about by now. You've leveraged ads before, and you are moderately successful, so what's next? Buying a site and building value while incorporating the core of your affiliate marketing campaign, along with AdSense or other types of advertising methods, is what you do. The best of all worlds is buying a website that already ties into your product or promotion somehow. They may be in the same niche or a closely related tangible niche. Remember that within one niche, there are always lots of different products all vying in that same keyword space. Once the website is purchased, you begin driving that traffic via affiliate advertising, sales pages, or landing pages and email list building activities. The traffic should be consistent and high quality before attempting to take the plunge though. And one other problem that can crop up is buying a website that has massive bandwidth costs, while the potential customer base just isn't there. Don't buy sites that don't appeal or relate somehow to the products or services you are offering. This can be a liability. In some cases, you will acquire a site and not touch the content at all, meaning you just apply and improve advertising performance. You will certainly happen to chance upon a site that has absolutely amazing content. Maybe that content applies to your own affiliate campaigns or marketing strategies, or maybe not. It's not a requirement. The main requirement is that the content must be good. Once you own the site and the contents, you can repurpose that content and repack it in a number of different ways to generate revenue. This can come in the form of giveaways to join an email list or information articles. Of course, just buying a site to flip it immediately is part and parcel to anyone who is involved in flipping anyway. Sometimes, the site isn't right to flip immediately, and some work needs to be done, but in some cases, a site can be flipped rather readily. The key component for the strategy is that you have to have a pretty keen eye when it comes to evaluating a site. It has to practically bowl you over with its potential for a huge upside after flipping it. The best sites to do this are with e-commerce sites that sell products. The products are not yet popular, but probably will be, or have the potential to become mainstream. No easy task in itself, but it can be done. The second ingredient is that the people who own the site have to be absolutely horrible at optimization and also have no online marketing skills. The latter ingredient usually means they are probably willing to sell because, while maybe they have a good product, they just can't figure out a way to leverage optimization or marketing to get it out there. Once the site is purchased, you can optimize it very quickly because before you purchased it, you already figured out a strategy, right? This should result in a major spike in sales, hopefully double-figure percentage increases, and by the time the rest of the market sees what you have done and is trying to catch up, You sell it for the big bucks before the market becomes saturated. Buying a community website is a nice way to basically purchase customers, especially as it relates to your target niche. A lot of the time, the people who build these sites are merely hobbies. Due to bandwidth costs and not understanding how to monetize, they are usually willing to sell for a bargain. The thing to watch out for is the types of affiliate promotions that trend well and what sort of keywords you think the potential customer base is actualized around. You don't want to strap yourself with the liability of exorbitant bandwidth, especially if you can't get much in the way of conversions in return for the trouble. At the very least, you can always build a database of list community and use them for future promotions. Finding a site that operates in an already popular keyword niche or one that you think might become popular soon can be a good hedge. Obviously, this entails some research and some sense of what is hot and not in the world of the World Wide Web. Some trends or fads can be capitalized quickly and effectively. But the key really to this approach is being ready to execute once you've done the work by applying principles and strategies outlined in this module. Joining up with the competition or eliminating the competition can be very helpful for your web business online and can add truly massive value. Consolidating similar interests online into one enterprise is a good way to unify and positively direct cash flow to you and your partners. To that end, buying your competitors is a good idea too, if you can afford it. Creating market dominance, especially in a niche you are in control of, is important and can have a lasting and long-term revenue potential that will truly build massive value. Finally, you can always purchase domains. Still as popular as ever, this also takes a little bit of knack of understanding trends and having that all-seeing third eye into the future to some extent. Many people have made a living by just squatting domains, but like anything, this takes persistence and research. Being connected and well aware of hot trends and burgeoning trends is the key to success here. Ultimately, these are just a handpicked and best performing few of many strategies that are related. These should be starting points for investigating how building massive value in a site figures into a plan for creating a sustainable web business. You could get by just focusing on any one of these strategies, really. The best and most determined entrepreneur, though, will understand when and why to apply a given strategy, though. This takes some degree of trial and error, and you probably won't succeed the first time. But knowing how to apply these strategies, given a situation or scenario that is played out, can make you very rich in a short period of time. There's no replacement for good research or some good work. These strategies will take time. Time to analyze how you can optimize a site, and how or time to consider what trends are hot, and what keyword niches are primed to explode. With this time thinking about these things, there is also the time you take to actually manage a site once it has been acquired and the process of building that value. The techniques, though, are conceptually easy to understand. Will you be doing this yourself, or will you enlist the help of others? Imagine buying a house with no plan to renovate it or enhance its value, especially if your goal was to flip it. How do you imagine that endeavor would pan out? Not too well, right? The same principles essentially apply to flipping websites online. The good thing is that you don't need to be an expert in concrete, woodworking, and adhere to a boatload of local and government regulations when it comes to purchasing and selling a site. This is what makes it so attractive, because it has all of the upside of buying and selling in the real world with a lot less liability.